It's Wednesday night. Of course, you know that means Trinity Class. I'm sure you would have come if it were possible for you, but you're home sick, you've got the coronavirus, you tripped and broke your ankle. There's some reason you're not here, I'm sure. But I know you would be if you could. So next time, we'll see you at Trinity Class. We're catching you up on what you missed tonight. We talked about the energy of parenting. Parenting is a super useful energy. It's very simple. It's going to be a quick demonstration. Hopefully you'll be on your way very soon. What we're going to do is have two people help me. So it really helps if you have three people, two friends and yourself, to do this. If you don't, you're going to have to, in your head, picture a scene, and one or more of the people will be imaginary. So if you can find a couple of friends, get a couple of friends together, and get yourself something that looks like a gun. Don't use a real gun. I've got these rubber guns. They're nice. If all else fails, you can just stick your finger up like that. But give one of your friends a gun. And we're going to, let's do something like this, maybe. That should be better. So, this person puts the gun up. I'm going to be imagining that this is a real attacker, and that I'm standing here with somebody I care about. Maybe my grandmother, maybe my little child, somebody that I need to make sure doesn't get hurt and I care about a lot. You can decide whatever that is, but you're going to do this very simple action here where you reach back and you grab, we'll say it's a child, you grab the child, move it behind you, and you kind of blade off like this. So my motion is just very simply from here to here. I'm just kind of taking this back foot back so that my body's now turned sideways. And you'll notice that in this process, this hand, which is up anytime you're confronted with a gun threat, your hands should be up. This hand doesn't really seem to move, but as I blade, it's really gained a few inches on that gun. And the person who's holding the gun is going to be like, you know, whatever, that's normal. He's just trying to protect his family. So I'm here, and then I'm here, and whatever you do after that is fine. You can grab the gun. You know, there's a million different gun disarm techniques. I'm not going to try and teach you anything fancy here. Just grab it and try and point it at them, and then you're wrestling and fighting and biting and whatever. That's fine. This is not a gun disarm seminar. I just want you to have this experience right here of going, ooh, child, moving it back. To make it work, you really got to role play it. You got to feel that this is a real threat, a real gun. This is a real child or a grandmother or somebody you really care about. And you're going to feel like, oh my God, I got to do something. And you grab and you move. And in that moment, you're in the energy of parenting. Stop and ask yourself, how does it feel? Did you have any thoughts about going, are you ready to move yet? Are you okay? You didn't. Did you have any thoughts about, well, what if this gun goes off? What if I get hurt? You didn't, probably. This is the wonderful part about parenting. It puts you in this place where your ego is dissolved. You're not thinking, well, maybe I could get hurt. Maybe I should sacrifice the child instead. You're not thinking that at all. You're thinking, who cares about me? This needs to be done. It's got this wonderful sense of protection. It's got this authority and command. The child is suddenly something that you just move. You don't stop and ask it. You just do it. You're in charge. You're the leader. The threat is suddenly something that you're willing to do whatever it takes, and you don't care what happens to you. Your ego is gone. Your protection and your command come out. This is the power of parenting. We're going to take that feeling, and you may have to run this little scenario several times where you just feel this happening until you can call it up in your mind, because, you know, when you need it next time, you're not going to have two friends around. So get to the point where you feel you have role-played this enough that you know what that sensation inside of you is like, and you can just call it up by remembering this little scenario. When you get to that point, we're going to take it a step further, and we're going to imagine that this threat is the thing you're most scared of, whether it be, bills I can't pay, or maybe my health is deteriorating. And we're going to imagine that this child is that whiny, needy voice inside of you that says, well, who cares about our health? Can't I have one more cookie? So you're going to be trapped between your big fear and your big neediness, which is where we spend a lot of our time. We spend a lot of our time trying to mediate between the thing we're scared that will happen and the little voice inside of us that says, yeah, but I want to spend the money anyway. I don't care about whether we're running up bills, or I don't care about whether the doctor said we might have a heart attack. I want to have that fried stick of butter. Whatever it is, you're going to be trapped between those two things. So think of it, talk to your friends, get them to really get on board and help you visualize this. Maybe they talk, maybe they just feel it inside, but you need to feel that this is actually happening. And then you play it out again. You're like, oh, okay, there's my big fear, here's my neediness. You just grab and go. You don't even think about it. And in that moment, you'll realize it's really that easy. I really can say no to the fear and just pull the needy voice aside when it's time to take action. That's the power of parenting. When you've played this out a couple of times, you'll know that inside, and it'll be there next time you actually face that situation where you're trapped between your fear and the little I want or I don't want voice inside of you. If you think that stuff's cool, come to Trinity Class.